Bandwagon Buffs, man. Hell of a game. 2 win for 500. BWB. Bandwagon Buffs. That's right.
Buff Nation, what up? BWB, my bandwagon buffs. What it is, what it does, and what it's gonna be. It's your man's Harry Billion. Welcome to the Liberian Perspective. Please do me a favor and smash that subscribe button. Make sure to give me the thumbs up. And don't forget to hit that bell notification so that you can get the videos as soon as I upload it to YouTube. All right, family, I gotta go ahead and get into this video real quick, so that's all the business I got. You know what time it is. Let's work. Hey, guess what, guys? I got a little something fun for you. I am going to talk about the transfer kids. So guess what, guys? Quickly, guys, you can support this channel by going to bandwagonbuffs.com, and you can copy your Bandwagon Buffs merchandise to support this channel. If I'm doing a good job and you guys appreciate what I'm doing over here, then go ahead and support the bandwagonbuffs.com. Bandwagonbuffs.com. We are the true and only bandwagon buffs. Posers and others are not welcome around these woods. So let me not waste your time, guys. Let's go to buffaloswire.usatoday.com so that we can get this video on and popping. Let's go. How former Buffs who transferred are performing with their new teams. This article is written by Jack Harlow. As we've well documented, not many players from last year's 1-11 Colorado football team remained with the Buffs. Deion Sanders took over the program in December, and after bringing in countless transfers throughout the offseason, CU has already doubled its win total from 2022. Through the first 2 full weeks of this college football season, it has been nice to see several former Buffs who transfer out finding playing time with their new schools, including Brandon Lewis, JT Stroud, Jake Wiley, Devin Grant, and others. Take an updated look at how some of the more notable Buffs from last year's teams are performing this season. Why not? Let's take a look, guys. If you're ready, buckle your seatbelt because this bandwagon train is taking off. Choo choo. Let's go. Our first player is quarterback JT Stroud. He plays currently at Arkansas State. All right, guys, so how do you think JT Stroud is doing? 2 games played. After 2 games, 227 passing yards, 2 interceptions, and 0 touchdowns. Guess what? You got to score touchdowns to win, guys. What's going on? September the 2nd, Arkansas State 0. Number 19, Oklahoma 73. Come on, bro. Like, what's up with the white flag? Like, you had to score 73 on these boys? Come on, my boy. Who the heck is the Oklahoma coach? Come on, man. Ain't no mercy rule in college? What we talking about? September the 9th, Memphis put 37 on them. They scored 3. Lord have mercy. Dang, JT. Whew, Lord. Oh, man, it's going to be a long season for JT, bruh. I'm trying to help you out here, JT. You got to help me to help you, okay? Since I'm editing this in week number 3, they scored 31 to Stony Brook's 7. So they are 1-3. Oh, man. All right, who's our next player? They ain't put 70 on JT. They put 70 on that defense. So, but he didn't score either. So, JT, there's no other way to skin this cat, brethren. I'm trying to help you out here. All right, so let's go to Nico Reed, guys. He's our next player. Nico Reed is playing at Oregon. He's a cornerback, guys. You remember Nico Reed? Like I said, I was sad to see him leave, but let's see how he's doing. Nico Reed currently after 2 games. Okay, so Nico Reed played in both games. He recorded 2 pass breakups against Portland State and 1 at Texas Tech. Now, you guys can tell me in the comments, with that information, do you think he's starting or do you think he at least gets in the game? All right, so looking at Oregon's record after 2 games, Oregon is 2-0. Oregon played Portland State. I am right here. They gave Portland State 81-7. And then their second game was against Texas Tech. They won that game 38-30. All right, guys, so on Saturday, September the 16th, Oregon beat Hawaii 55-10. They are 3-0. So if you look at it, I would say the fact that Oregon is one of the teams that are supposed to beat us, or Oregon is one of the teams that people are saying they're going to beat us, guys. If he played in those 2 games and he did something, would you say that he plays over Cormani McLean, or at least by now he would have gotten playing time on a Coach Prime team? Hey, I would say, yeah, we got to go see him. Let me know in the comments. Maybe he's not starting, but maybe he's getting playing time on a Coach Prime team. I don't know. You guys let me know. There's a lot of people that don't think that these kids are any good. I think he plays. Let's move on to our next player. And our next player is offensive lineman Jake Wiley. He is currently playing at UCLA. How is Jake Wiley doing? Is Jake playing at all? Let's check it out. Okay, so Jake saw action in both of UCLA's first 2 games. That's right. This is how they're doing, guys. UCLA on Saturday, September the 2nd, they beat Coastal Coastal Carolina 27-13. And you guys remember Coastal Carolina. We got another transfer at Coastal Carolina. I don't know that he saw the field. You guys remember Zach? I believe his name was Zachary. He's the one that tried to put Coach Prime on blast, and he was like, yo, I need my practice tape because I need people to recruit me. Remember practice tape gate? September the 9th, UCLA beat San Diego State 35-10. UCLA is currently 2-0, just like the Colorado Buffaloes. All right, guys, so week number 3, September the 16th, UCLA beat North Carolina Central 59-7. They are 3-0. You are one of those teams that we are supposed to be contending with, and you are one of the kids that plays on that UCLA team, and you are seeing action in what is suffice to say that he's pretty nice, that he's getting playing time. So if he was here, would he be playing with Coach Prime? I would say yes, right? Because that's another team that is supposed to beat us. All right, just keep track of the narratives. Don't hate on these kids because they are getting playing times at some of these top schools. All right, we got Nico Reed at Oregon, and now we got Jake Wiley at UCLA, and he's seeing playing time. Put some respect on Jake Wiley's name. You got to give credit where credit is due. All right, so congrats to Jake Wiley. He's doing his thing over there at UCLA. Let's move on to our next player. Dun, dun, dun. Chance Main. Yes, you know Chance Main. Remember? Jake at DMVR says that he was injured, and that was one of the speculations on the reason why he left. Some people said that he wasn't going to be getting play time. That's why he left. Some people said that the coaching staff was asking him to change position, and he was like, nah, I'm a defensive end, and I'm out of here. Anybody knows the real story? Anyways, how is Chance Main doing? Games played. He only played in one game, okay? But he recorded 9 total tackles against UTSA on September the 9th. That's interesting. So he played in only one game, and he got 9 total tackles. If you get 9 tackles in one game, right? They don't trust you. So they took a chance on him, and he got 9 tackles. So what he didn't get is starting nod. All right, guys, so how is it looking for Texas State? How's their record? Texas State beat Baylor 42-31 on September the 2nd. And then on September the 9th, they took the L from UTSA 20-13. Okay. So in week number 3, Texas State plays Jackson State and beat them 77-34. Yes, it's that Jackson State, Coach Prime's former team. So Texas State is 2-1. Got 9 tackles. I'm sure he's going to be starting now. I would say, if you get 9 tackles and you only play one game, bro, I would say, yeah, you should probably get a nod. Okay, moving on up. Quarterback Brandon Lewis, he is currently playing at Nevada. Hey, man, Brandon Lewis, how you doing, my boy? How is quarterback Brandon Lewis doing at Nevada? Are you guys having fun? If you're having fun, hit the subscribe button. Help me out. Like we say in New York City, I'm walking here. Hit that subscribe button because I'm working here. Games played. Oh, he played in 2 games. Yes, my boy. Yes, sir. 286 passing yards, 1 interception, and 0 touchdowns. All right, guys. So after 2 weeks of college football, how is Nevada doing? On September the 2nd, Nevada took the L from USC 66-14. And then on September the 9th, they took another L from Idaho 33-6. Okay, so week number 3, September 16th, Kansas beat Nevada 31-24. Nevada is 0-3. You got to score a touchdown to win games, brethren. If you made it this far in the video, guys, please let me know. Say, I'm still with you, Harry B. I'm still with you. Okay, moving on to our next player. That's going to be defensive lineman Jalen Semih. He's currently playing at Michigan State. Michigan State, you guys remember Michigan State? There is some brewings, okay? Not like Colorado with their coffee brews or their beer boosters. You remember Mel Tucker, Midnight Mel? Yeah, that Michigan State. There was a scandal going on. If you haven't been watching my videos and me keeping track and letting you know what's happening in the college football world, guys, you see why this is important? Because the narratives kind of follow each other. So I gave you the Midnight Mel story, and now I'm telling you about one of his players or former players because there was a scandal that he had some sexual harassment situation, allegedly, okay? Because my little channel ain't gonna handle no lawsuit. So allegedly sexual harassment going on. And guess what? The situation was that somebody who was actually doing some research on his team about sexual harassment, that's the person that he allegedly sexually harassed. What? This person was here for that specific reason, and you sexually harassed. Apparently there was a phone call and he was like saying some things. I don't know, man. Listen, that's a different video, okay? Go check it out somewhere. If you didn't know that there was some drama in college football, that this was a lot of soap opera, boy, I'm sure you you've been enjoying the season since it started, boy. Anyways, how is defensive lineman Jalen Semih doing at Michigan State, even with that big old drama that's brewing over there with Midnight Mel? Midnight Mel ain't gonna have a job pretty soon, allegedly. So games played, he played in 2 games, had 1 assisted tackle and a QBH against Central Michigan on September the 1st. You're like, whoa, time out, Harry B. We are BWBs. We don't know nothing about no QBH. What the heck is a QBH? We're here for Coach Prime. We don't know nothing about no football acronyms. That should be a quarterback hurry. I believe so, okay? Like, if you hurry up the quarterback, you know what I'm saying? Like, the quarterback was trying to do his read. You know what I'm saying? He's back there trying to figure some things out, and you're like, nope, not today, not today. And you make him hurry up and throw the ball and passes, and then probably got an interception or wide receiver dropped the ball. That's a quarterback hurry. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at Michigan State's current situation. All right, on September the 1st, they played Central Michigan. They scored 31-7. And then on September the 9th, they played Richmond. They won that game 45-14. Saturday, September the 16th, week number 3, Michigan State plays Washington and catches an L, 41-7. So Michigan State without Midnight Mel is 2-1. Our next player is going to be linebacker Mr. Williams, incarnate word. Remember when I made that first joke when I was doing my roster video and I was like, hey, Mr. Williams, could you please come to the office? Just walking down God's path one step at a time. That's right, man. You are a man of God, and are you a man of God, or are you doing that thing that rappers do? I like to thank God at the award show, and then after the awards, we're going to the after party in the hotel. After that after party, there's another after party. But Mr. Williams, how are you doing at incarnate word? He's a man of God at incarnate word. So games played, 2. Okay, 2 games. 4 total tackles, including 0.5 TFL. You're like, TFL, here we go again. Another one. Another acronym. Okay, what is a TFL, guys? A TFL is a tackle for loss. That means when you're watching the game, guys, depending on who the broadcaster is, you should either look for a blue or a black line for the line of scrimmage. That means that's where the ball is placed at before they start the play. That scrimmage line on the ground, those are lines that are not painted on the field, guys, because you can see how they're moving, guys. Those are what you call a superimposed graphic on your screen. That's where the ball is at. So if you tackle anybody behind that line, it's going to be a loss. That's going to be a tackle for loss. Okay. And then if they go above that line, that's where they start getting positive yards. A little bit of football education. That's what I do here on this channel, guys. I do football edutainment so you can enjoy the game. Okay. You got to be able to enjoy the game. So he got a 0.5. What does a 0.5 mean, Harry B? What are we talking about here? 0.5 means that there was somebody else involved. It was 2 people, 3 people. I don't know if everybody got a 0.5. It was like 3 people tackling. Got half of a tackle. That's what that means. All right. So how is Incarnate Word doing on their schedule? On September the 2nd, they got beat by UTEP. I don't know what the acronym. You guys let me know what the UTEP be in the comments. I'm Googled out. Okay. UTEP beat Incarnate Word 28-14 on September the 2nd. On September the 9th, Incarnate Word beat Northern Colorado 42-7. Wait, is that another Colorado team? Northern Co? How many college football teams are in Colorado? My goodness. Week number 3, Saturday, September the 16th. Incarnate Word beat ACU 27-20. So Incarnate Word is 2-1. So go to the comments and let me know, guys. Interact with me. How is Mr. Williams doing? Is that good? Will he be playing on a Coach Prime team if he was here? Please let me know in the comments. Wide receiver Ty Robinson at Ball State. Hey Ty, how you doing so far, my boy? Games played, 2, 111 receiving yards and 1 touchdown. That would be who? Would that be an Xavier? Would that be Tavares? Nah, Tavares got number 6. He got 2 touchdowns, I believe. That's a Jimmy Horn, right, guys? Yeah, I would say that's a Jimmy Horn. All right, so how is Ball State currently doing? I am right here where my cursor is. You can see right there. On September the 2nd, guys, they got beat by Kentucky 44-14. And then Georgia spanked that behind 45-3 on September the 9th. Week number 3, September the 16th. Ball State plays Indiana State. They won 45-7. So now they are 1-2. Got to put some respect on Ty Robinson's name, because with 2 games played, 111 receiving yards and 1 touchdown, I would say that would be either a starter on a Coach Prime team or a big contributor on a Coach Prime team. Put it in the comments, guys. If you believe that he gets that respect, put some respect on his name in the comments, okay? We're moving on to our next transfer. That is going to be safety Xavier Smith. He is currently playing at Austin P, okay? Is he peeing all over the ground like we do in New York? Pee in the elevator, pee on the streets, pee P on the field. All right. How is Zay doing at P? Games played, 2 total tackles. He has 10 total tackles and 1 forced fumble. So what is Austin P's current record? On September the 2nd, they caught an L from Southern Illinois, 49-23. And then on September the 9th, they caught another L from Tennessee, 30-13. This one is what we call in Liberia paying your debt. When somebody does something to you and you get them back, that's called paying your debt. So week number 3, September the 16th, Austin P beat East Tennessee State 63-3. So now they are 1-2. All right, so the narrative would be that he will be playing, right, guys, on a Coach Prime team. Will he be playing on a Coach Prime team, whether he's starting or he's getting playing time? I would say, right, so we got to put some respect on Zay's name, Xavier Smith. Put some respect on his name in the comments, guys. Just go ahead and type respect after Xavier's name. That's right. Our next transfer is going to be none other than running back Dion Smith. He is currently playing at BYU. Let's see how he's doing. Games played, 2, 14 rushing yards and 1 touchdown. How is BYU doing after 2 games? BYU on September the 2nd beat Sam Houston 14-0. September the 9th, they beat Southern Utah 41-16. So they, BYU, are 3-0 because they beat Arkansas in week number 3, September the 16th, 38-31. All right, so running back Dion Smith put 1 touchdown in, and he played in both games. The narrative. Will he be playing on a Coach Prime team? Will he get playing time? Will he start? Put some respect on Dion Smith's name. We have running backs that still haven't played. So will he be playing? Go into the comments and let me know, guys. All right, so let's go ahead and go to our next player. That's going to be none other than quarterback Owen McCown. He's currently playing at UTSA. How you doing so far, my boy? Dun, dun, dun. He hasn't played yet. Quarterback Owen McCown has not played a down after 2 games. Moving on to the next one. Please don't type in the comments, well, now we know why he left. Please don't do that, okay? Our next player is going to be none other than defensive lineman Devin Grant, Incarnate Word, all right? So we got 2 players who transferred to Incarnate Word, but how is Devin Grant doing? Is he getting playing time? Type it. Let me know if you think he's getting playing time. He's on the defensive line. Does he see action? Games played, 2, 3 total tackles, 1.5 TFLs, 1 sack, 1 fumble recovery. Fumble recovery, that's a good one. Sacked the quarterback too. Sheesh. Okay, so narrative with 3 total tackles after 2 games, 1.5 TFLs, 1 sack, and 1 fumble recovery. Tell me if he's playing on a Coach Prime team. Is he starting or is he just getting playing time? Moving on to our next transfer. All right, so our next transfer is wide receiver Jordan Tyson. He is currently playing at Arizona State. How is Arizona State currently doing? Do y'all realize I'll be working? Give me a subscribe, man. Come on now, I'll be putting in that work. Beat Southern Utah on August the 31st, 24-21. On September the 9th, they cut that L from Oklahoma State, 27-15. So they are currently 1-2 because week number 3, Saturday, September the 16th, they took an L from Fresno State, 29-0. Hey guys, tell me, how good is Fresno State? Because we got to play Arizona State. I'm trying to create a narrative here. Holla. If they caught an L from a weaker opponent like an Oklahoma State, then does that mean that we beat Arizona State? That's just a narrative. We got to create narratives around here. Wide receiver Jordan Tyson. How is he currently doing at Arizona State? Has not played yet. Jordan Tyson has not played yet. So if he's not playing at Arizona State, should we even question the narrative? If he ain't playing there, does he play here? We still got to ask, man. Can't put no respect on that name. He ain't playing. So it is what it is, brethren. I wish you well. Our next transfer is going to be, yes, this was a big one, wide receiver Montana Lamaius Craig. That's going to be MLC, okay? He is currently playing at Arizona. I know you guys are waiting for this one. How is he doing? Is he playing well? First, I'll tell you their record. They played on September the 2nd. They beat Northern Arizona 38-3. That was a decisive game. They played Mississippi State. They took that L from Mississippi State 31-24. So they are currently 2-1 because they beat UTEP. And yes, I did Google it. It is University of Texas, El Paso. They scored 31. UTEP scored 10. That was on Saturday, September the 16th, week number 3. Now let's find out how Montana Lamaius Craig is doing at Arizona State. Is he contributing at all? Let's find out. Games played, 2. 68 receiving yards. This one is a big deal, guys. So now the narrative. After 2 games played, he only got 68 receiving yards. Remember, he lit it up in the spring game. What is the narrative? Is he starting on the Coach Prime team? Because we was like, okay, he's a good receiver. He should have stayed. His boy, the quarterback, Shador, was like, man, I think you should stay. So is he starting? Is he even getting playing time? I know a lot of y'all going to be greasy in the comments, but let me know. A lot of y'all said he was not that great, but now I don't know, man. With 68 receiving yards after 2 games, we're almost done, guys. Stick in there with me, please. I appreciate you sticking in there with me. We're moving on to our next transfer, guys. None other than wide receiver Chase Sewell. He is playing at East Carolina. So how is East Carolina doing? They played on Saturday, September the 2nd. East Carolina scored 3 to Michigan's 30. And then on September the 9th, Marshall gave them 31 to their 13. So they, East Carolina, are 0-3 because they did catch an L from App State on September the 16th, week number 3. So how is Chase Sewell doing? Is he contributing? Is he getting playing time? Did he contribute to that 0-2 record? Let's see. Games played 2. Recorded 1 reception for 5 yards against Marshall. All right, so yes, he is contributing to that 0-2 record. Hey, it's not looking too good when you're coming from that 1-11 team and you're still catching the L. All right, so you are still on a losing track. This is not good for your college career. Man, I wish the story and the narrative could change. Is he even playing on the Coach Prime team? Before I even said, does he start? You guys are like, stop playing, Harry B. He ain't starting. Our next transfer is going to be defensive lineman Naeem Rodman. He's currently registered at Washington State because we don't know if he's playing or not, okay? What is their record currently? All right, guys, so the Washington State Cougars gave Colorado State 50 to Colorado State 24. And then on September the 9th, Washington State gave Wisconsin 31 to their 22. Washington State is 3-0 because on September the 16th, week number 3, they beat Northern Colorado 64 to 21. All right, so now the narrative is that Naeem Rodman contribute to that 2-0 record. Let's look and see. Games played 2. Recorded 1 solo tackle against Wisconsin. Okay, I see you. Let me know, guys. Is he playing on the Coach Prime team? Let me know. Is he starting? Is he just getting playing time? Put some respect on that kid's name. Some of y'all gonna be like, nah. I know some of y'all savages are going to say no, but yes, we got to put some respect on his name because he did play it in 2 games. Who's our next transfer? Dun, dun, dun. Cornerback Simeon Harris. He is currently playing at Utah State. How is Utah State doing in the standings? Let's check it out. September the 2nd, they played Iowa. Iowa gave them 24 to 14. And then after that, they played Idaho State. They gave Idaho State 78 to 28. 78. So they're 1-2 because on Friday, September the 15th, week number 3 for them, Air Force beat them 39 to 21. No mercy. How is Simeon Harris doing at Utah State? Played in 2 games, 16 tackles and 2 pass breakups. Here is a big stop right here against Idaho State and a clear picture. That boy's a dog, okay? 16 tackles in 2 games. He's a player. Question is he playing on a Coach Prime team? Is he getting playing time? Obviously, right? Because who would not take 16 tackles and 2 breakups? I don't know any coach that would not take that. I would say definitely Simeon Harris should be getting playing time just for me, but let me hear from you in the comments. Is he playing? Let's move on to the next player. Our next transfer is going to be none other than Cole Becca. Cole Becca is playing at Utah. The Utah Utes, how are they doing currently? On August the 31st, they started the season off by beating Florida 24 to 11. And then on September the 9th, they went to Baylor and gave them 20 to Baylor's 13. So currently Utah Utes are 3-0 because on September the 16th, they beat Weber State 31 to 7. So how is Cole Becca doing at Utah currently? Games played 2, 3 for 4 on field goals, including a 51-yarder against Florida. We got Jace Feely, Alejandro Mata. Cole Becker's a player. I don't even know if I asked the question whether Cole plays, especially playing for the Utah Utes. Come on now. Like, if he's playing for the Utah Utes and he's got 3 for 4 on field goals, that's a baller. He's going to be kicking in the NFL. That's not even a question. Don't even go to the comments on that one. Leave it alone, guys. Walk away from this one. Like we say in the film industry, when you think everything is done, you think all is good, walk away. Let's move on to our next transfer. That's going to be none other than quarterback Maddox Kopp at Miami, Ohio. Come on now, you guys should already know Maddox Kopp. I covered Maddox Kopp extensively, and you should already know the situation. He was the one that tweeted out about his waiver, had eligibility waiver denied. Nothing to see here. Moving on. Nothing to see here. All right, guys, so our next transfer is going to be none other than defensive back Kalen Moore. Kalen Moore is currently playing at Cal. What is Cal's current record? On September the 2nd, start of the season, all 58-21. They beat Northern Texas. On September the 9th, they went over to Auburn and took that L 14-10. So they are currently 2-1 because in week 3, Saturday, September the 16th, they beat Idaho 31-17. So did Kalen Moore contribute to that record? Let's find out. Games played, 2. Had 3 total tackles and a pass breakup against Auburn. All right, so Kalen Moore is playing. We got to put some respect on his name in the comments, guys. Tell me if Kalen Moore is getting playing time on the Coach Prime team because he is playing on Cal's team. Let's move on. But moving on to our next transfer, that's going to be none other than wide receiver Chase Pantry. And Chase Pantry is currently playing at Boise State. If you're still with me, guys, please type in the comments. I'm still with you, Harry B. What is Boise State's current record? Boise State started the season off on September the 2nd. They caught that L at Washington, 56-19. And then on September the 9th, they caught another L. It was a close one, a nail biter. UCF beat them 18-16. That will be University of Central Florida, where Jimmy Horn and Xavier Weaver are from, I believe. We got 2 players from UCF, so UCF is doing their thing. But what does this mean? That means that Boise State is 1-2 because Saturday, September the 16th, week number 3, they handle business with North Dakota 42-18. Let's go over to wide receiver Chase Pantry. Games played, 2. Had 2 catches for 12 total yards. Is he starting on a Coach Prime team? Harry B, stop playing. Is he even getting playing time? Tell me, guys, in the comments. Let's move on. All right, guys, so our next and last transfer. Yes, you made it to the end of the video, so type in there, guys. Liberia got the best jollof. I love you, Harry B. Thank you. I made it to the end. Type that into the comments and let me know you're still with me. All right, so our next transfer is going to be offensive lineman Casey Rodrick. He is currently playing at Florida State. All right, so how did Florida State do to open up this season? Sunday, September the 3rd, they went to LSU and put a spanking on LSU. They gave them 45-24. And then on September the 9th, they went to Southern Mississippi, gave them 66-13. Florida State is currently 3-0. They survived a nail biter from Boston College, 31-29 in week number 3, September the 16th. Casey Rodrick, how are you doing at Florida State? Are you even contributing? Let's find out. So it says, holy cow, look at what former CU Buffs offensive lineman Casey Rodrick, number 70, does to LSU's Harold Perkins Jr., thought by many to be the best defensive player in college football. Harold Perkins was the best QB spy in CFB last year, but FSU left guard Casey Rodrick reminds us that pass pro doesn't have to be passive and solves that problem with aggression for the nose. He started in both of Florida State's first 2 games. Yes, sir. Started in both of Florida State's first 2 games. Guys, tell me, is Casey Rodrick starting for a Coach Prime team? Altogether, we all say yes, he would definitely be starting on a Coach Prime team. People are currently talking about Florida State being a contender for a natty. So if he's starting for a Florida State team, yes, I would say, yes, sir. We got to put some respect on Casey Rodrick's name. Definitely see some playing time on a Coach Prime team. All right, guys, so I've held you long enough, guys. If you made it to this part of the video and you're still hearing my voice, please type in there, say, Harry B, I like your channel. I stuck in there with you and I appreciate you. And make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thank you. All right, family, that is all the information that I have for this video. Hope you got a little something out of it. And if you did, please help this channel grow by smashing that subscribe button. But I'm going to have to leave it right there. You know who I am. I'm Harry B. And that right there was the Liberian perspective. That's TLP Sports Club. Brah.